Now, in just over 6 weeks, the countdown to the London 2012 Games will step up another gear as the Olympic torch arrives in the Midlands during its 70-day tour of the UK.
The flame is, of course, the icon of the modern Games. It was reintroduced for the Amsterdam Games of 1928 and has been a part of tradition ever since. So, obviously, it would be rather embarrassing if the flame was to be blown out as it was carried through the streets of the Midlands. So,
to make sure it survives the journey, tests have been carried out on it to see how well it copes in different weather conditions. John Willits has been to Germany to find out more.
This is the Aerodynamic Test Centre at BMW's headquarters in Munich. Normally, it's cars being put through their paces here, but this is where the Olympic torch has been tested for its 70-day tour of the UK.
We tested the flame for all imaginable climate conditions, including rain, snowfall, and also gusty winds. Everything that come up in a typical summer or in Britain. In Britain, yeah.
The tests were carried out last autumn. The torch faced heavy rain and gusts of up to 50 miles per hour, and the flame stayed alight.
The torch was also tested at like 40% humidity, -5 to +40 degrees Celsius. So from outside, no problem.
The Olympic torch relay will journey through over 1,000 communities across every nation and every region in the UK.
The torch begins its tour of the Midlands in Ledbury in Herefordshire on May the 24th. It then crisscrosses the East and West Midlands, visiting villages, towns and cities over a 6-week period. And what better way to celebrate an icon of the Olympics to come than with an icon of the Olympics past? Daley Thompson won 2 gold medals and is now an ambassador for the 2012 Games.
You know, it's just going to be fascinating to see just how people just kind of get infected with the Olympics, as it were, because I think it will just be just that tipping point where I think, you know, everybody will want to be a part of it. Obviously, up in the Midlands, you've got Much Wenlock, which is kind of the birthplace of the modern Olympics. So I think, you know, the days in and around there is going to be, you know, some of the best.
The Midlands has played a big part in the Olympic Torch project. It was created in London by Shrewsbury designer Edward Barber and Jay Osgerby. The LPG gas equipment for the flame comes from a Birmingham firm. The rest is being made at a metal company in Coventry. Organisers of the relay have certainly taken no chances with the design of this torch. It certainly has been put through its paces here in Germany, so that when it arrives in the Midlands in May, it's ready for the journey ahead. John Willits in Munich for Central Tonight.
Poor John.
Why would you stand there if you're obviously going to get wet? But I think that's a little bit above and beyond, isn't it?
Yeah, that's fairly unfair.
Now, from -5 degrees to +40 and 80% humidity, I think is what John said there. That's what it's been tested to.
Always know the figures,
now,
don't
Steve, who's joined us in the studio, will bear testament to this. I bet they haven't tested it at the Britannia Stadium on a cold Friday night in October.
They've tested me there before, and I only just survived.
That is the coldest place.
Yeah, it's the coldest place in the country on a Wednesday night. It's official.